on the stoop who hard knock life.
Who would represent that
video?
Because
you're looking at all time, which means this time and last.
I'm gonna go ahead and give my answer right now.
All right, cool.
And I don't even like I like his only one album. I only like one of his albums, but the reason why I say he's an icon because he produced the majority of the people that are on my playlist.
Okay.
Who?
Dre.
Yeah.
I don't like him as a rapper.
I can't. Well, he doesn't write any.
But look how many people he has produced. Look how many people he's made big.
The reason
one of them
NWA, Kendrick Lamar.
The best year in hip hop.
I just want my 3 minutes.
But think about who's produced more than Dre?
Right. Well, yeah.
No one's made more people like big.
Dre's a billionaire. Like I'm not gonna.
So like, would you say Pac though? Your argument is Pac, and when you talk about hip hop icon, how can you compare Pac to Dre?
The reason why I can actually surpass that is because I'm talking about the imprint that you left on the game. Oh, Jay-Z, Ladies Love Me Long Time, like Tupac Soul, 50. Okay. I want them to love me like they love Pac. Like, bro, like these are some of the icons, and even Dre apologized. No, because even Dre and not saying that they wouldn't do that because he's a dead man, and that's going to transition to our next topic of talking ill about,
which had to do with my question. So
he is the rap Jesus. That's why I told him at the gym a long time ago. I was like, nigga, Tupac, the Bible. The effect, like, and I
gotta be a crazy.
No.
To do all that.
No, man, because like
no
you don't
musician.
I'm not a religious person, but we're not gonna get to that. But
no, I think
that's the reason why I can tell y'all that, and we're talking about icon, fashion, movies, albums.
No, he was all around.
Magazines.
He was all around.
Interviews. Like, I'm not just talking about. See, y'all just talking about money.
But was he the first one?
I'm not talking about money.
Was he the first one to do all of that?
Money has no value in my life.
Was he the first one to do all of that?
I needed to pay bills, but
was he the first one to do all that? Like you saying,
iconic,
iconic. All right, now let me ask you this. Let me ask you this too. Just a question, because he always defended something.
No, like the first.
I'm not even finna disagree. I'm finna ask a question that has to do with the death and kind of like something what he was saying too. Can you even put Pac on an iconic list if he didn't die?
I think he'd be higher.
Seriously, like if he had to compete right now and be drowned out and all this other type of music and how music has changed, would he still be an icon if he was still trying to come out?
Would Pac drop the 444?
So Pac was 444
the whole time.
Yes.
Pac
was 444.
No, he was the first one who got like really extra.
Dear mama, on the who before Pac? Who the fuck before Pac did?
I don't say 444 was that.
Brenda's got a baby, my nigga. 1990. It's 1990. Nobody was rapping about those topics, man.
Bro, 444 is still not that though.
Pert, can I tell you what's
444 was not on that level, so why are we comparing 444 to that?
So episode 1 was called Children of Pac.
Thank you.
And so episode 2, what should we call it this time? More Pac and other stuff.
No.
Like we all know that Pac is rap Jesus, because like to be honest with you, there's so much myth. And it's like now for the young kids, there's a bit of myth that comes with it.
I want to.
We got to witness that.
I can go. You know what, man? Invite the homie next time so we can get into our pod. We can get into our pod back. I know. Because it's gonna come up.
We'll do it on ours.
Okay, that's fine.
Just do it
I want to do it. I want to do the top 5 thing, man. But I want to transition because we're gonna do the rundown, man, and we're gonna talk about Vic Mensa and his bullshit ass comments. You know about XXXTentacion. I really don't fuck with nothing that the dude do. Like, what you say, Patrick? Who is who?
I don't know who the fuck he is.
Thank you, man. I never heard one of his songs, man.
This is Vic Mensa, right?
Yeah, and that's no disrespect. That's no disrespect to Vic Mensa, man. But you know, at the end of the day, how in the fuck are you going to talk ill about the dead? You know, and what I saved earlier in pre-production or post-production or whatever the fuck it pre-production. The reason I saved my comment right here was Remember when Flex was talking all that shit about Tupac and all the flack that he got for talking about that nigga? He cheddar barred himself and because you don't talk ill about the dead. Master P and Pimp C, that situation, you don't talk ill about the dead. Sometimes you just gotta shut the fuck up, man. Say you little corny ass bars for some other time. You know what I mean? Like I'm not in the business of trying to slam anybody while they're dead because it's just not a good look for you. I'm telling you right now, their fans are not gonna think it's a good look. And then you've been disrespectful to the family. You've been disrespectful to his mother, but talking this shit in front of him. Now, what you were talking was real shit. So I'm not going to discredit that. Like, nobody should be out here beating on women. Nobody should be out here, putting himself in a Ray Rice situation where you're losing out on money because of your attitude, right? I tell my homies all the time. I got a homie who just came home from jail behind some shit like that. I said, bro, why you letting people take you out your happy place? And he looking at me like, you right, big bro, you right, big bro. I'm like, no, but do you understand what I'm saying? It's like I don't let people take me outside of my happy place. Like, I get what you're saying. But I'm not going to sit up here and slander people and throw people up under the mud, especially if I'm on rap songs talking about choking my bitch out. Now, what do you think about that? Can you talk?
Has rap not always been hypocritical?
Yeah, but can you talk about the next?
Who really lives their life?
Can you talk about the next man? When
no, I'm not. No one's debating that point. What I'm saying
those are the points I want to get to. Okay, go ahead.
The point that you're talking about, like you rap about this and you do this.
But how could I?
At what point, can rappers live what they truly rap about? Can they?
The problem is most of them do now. You look at TK on the rate or the race, like he was actually talking about people he killed, people he shot. Like that's the new.
Is that most rapper?
No, I'm telling you, the new wave of the new wave. Like when Jeezy started talking about birds, I guarantee he never saw another bird past what he used to do, allegedly. Because I don't want to throw him under the bus, he's OG. But I don't want to throw nobody under the bus of what you used to do. So we talked about past situations and past life, right? Mm-hmm. But we're never going to jump into, I would never be like, in the car with D on I-10, 30 in the trunk. Like, no, nigga, if we were retired and we already were millionaires, then I might dip into the bag a little bit, but I might even put you. I'm not gonna put your name into that mix, right? So this is where I draw.
So is that what you mean by like the new wave?
The new wave, or the new wave,
like telling each other, like saying it.
And this is where I'm saying with this guy, it's like he's basically snitching on himself, saying that he done one thing, but then being critical. That's like me being like, Trey's my fucking shooter. D killed the nigga in Detroit.
So at what extent,
Patty came and picked me up. We threw the body off the river. And then they found the body in the river. We was in Detroit that night. So
what extent is real rap?
I have a calendar for all that.
Right? Like think about that question. At what extent is it real rap? Like, I'm a real rapper. I rap about real stuff. I rap about life. Okay, well,
because you could tell a story without you could tell a story without telling on yourself. So when I used to talk about like what I talk about is real, like I never be like I'll pull up on a nigga, shoot 100 niggas on the block. Like no, like when I rapped about with music, man, I always rap to the influence of, hey, if you test me, if you cross my family, if you go beyond the line is the unwritten line in the sand that I'm going to put out there and project. But I would never I don't glorify anything. Even when I make stupid songs and stupid extra gangster songs, like it's still within the means of like, hey, if you coming at me wrong, then it turns into those situations. Because I've never been the type of person that goes out and try to look or advocate violence because it's stupid. The same thing when it comes down to abuse and talk about slapping women and beating women on record, and then I'm not gonna ever disrespect somebody. That's like me going.
Have you evolved though? Like when you first started rapping?
I listened to my freestyle tapes from 1998, and
right. So
I don't know who that nigga was.
Exactly. So I'm saying. Where my point is that you wouldn't always. You can't say that your whole entire rap career you had this mentality right now.
Yes, but
so you actually started off the same way.
Some of my
and
stuff
then
was
you had to evolve.
Some of my stuff was deeper back then, and yes, you do change and you do evolve because what I tell people about life and situations with us is like I don't feel like people really change. Like you make adjustments to life, right? So my adjustments to life is like I'm a parent now. Like I have kids. Like I'm at Mardi Gras, somebody walks by, shoulder bump the fuck out of me, and like I turn around like yo, and then I'm like 30 feet away from the strip club. We're going into the strip club. Here, I'm going to end that shit like this. So, I'm 30 feet away from the strip club. My initial reaction was, oh, he's drunk, he's wavy. Like, he wavy. And I'm drunk, but I'm like, ooh, it's one punch, I drop right. Or I could actually walk 30 feet, go to the strip club, me, my wife, my cousin, his wife, we can go in here, see some naked women, and have a great night, and finish the night off, right? I'm like, I decided to do that. In like 15 minutes in the strip club, somebody comes and just throws the water money at me, like, right? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Night could have turned out a totally different way if my mentality was this aggressive, the aggressiveness of when I was younger, right? Like, I could have been in jail, they've been bonding me out, I could have lost money. But I went into the strip club, I got to see the little bony bitches on the stage and made $50 and dipped out of there and went and bought people drinks on Bourbon Street. Like, those decisions of being more mature, that yes, I recognize that now, but as a grown man and as someone who's older, I just can't respect somebody who sit up there and blatantly disrespect somebody.
So to end it off with another interesting question. When you're looking at how rappers came up and how a lot of people use music and rap to get out of the situation they're in or do whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And so usually when you have that type of determination or that type of vision, you're going to go where the money is. So if you're going to make money to rap about, rap this way or rap that way, then that's what you're going to do. Now, you also got some people who come in that just for the passion of rap to just be the best rapper or to just want their music to be as loved as the other icons of music. So you got people coming in the rap game for two different things. Some people come in just to get the money and go. Some people come in and actually want to contribute good music. Look at your man 6ix9ine. Your man came on there. He's like, I know these rappers are mad because I said this,
see that shit going, yeah, suck my dick, but at what expense?
Then you got a lot of That's what I'm asking you. Like, when you're determined to get that money, when you came from nothing, who cares about the people who don't like what you got to say or what you're doing? So because you in it for the bread, and as long as people are paying money, you're gonna keep doing what you're doing.
You know what the 6ix9ine situation reminds me of, man, and I'll keep it brief. The 6ix9ine situations remind me of when I used
Tekashi?
Yes, but let me tell you what that reminds me of. Why? No, I don't. We're not going deep. We're not going deep into this shit, man, because we're gonna wrap the cast up. But I'm gonna let you go on your alien rant, and then we're gonna wrap the cast up because I want you to get on that back. But the thing with 6ix9ine that reminds me of, it reminds me when I was in the trap house, right? And money's flowing, money's good. And you make this is why money doesn't make me happy anymore. I don't care when people are like, oh, move to Austin. My homies, move to Austin. I'll get you 6 figures. It doesn't make me happy, Trey. And I tell him, nah, man, I'm good. I'm comfortable. Like I make a nice amount of money because for me, it's not about money because I made a lot of money and I wasn't happy. I was depressed. I was the most depressed I've ever been in my life.
Did you feel that way before you made money?
Actually,
no.
Man.
No,
it's really weird.
No,
exactly.
No.
This is where some people are coming from, right from being poor to this. Now you've had money and you're able to look back and say, it didn't move me.
It didn't do it for me.
When you're broke and you need that money, it does it for you.
Man, the weirdest thing about
you
going
can
from
say that, but
other people are still broke, and so like you start doing things,
right?
And then like
you end up doing those things by yourself because everybody can't fucking move with you.
It's not fun. Like
thank you.
Like you don't have fun.
Why would I want to go on a cruise and it's just me?
And it's just you. And it's like I tried to explain that to somebody the other day.
I'm like, let's go to Vegas, and it's just fucking me in Vegas.
And it's like, like we could go do that, but like, are we really gonna go? And especially now with like the kids and everything. It's like, like somebody was ever talking about going down to Disney, and I was like, man, that's 4 tickets plus whoever I want to bring down,
and the bracelets and
and then we gotta eat the whole time, and then somebody has to like stay somewhere.
7-8 grand.
I was just like,
you're looking
and then,
at
like when you think about it like that, like man, I'm from humble beginnings. You say anything over $1,000, I start getting nervous.
Right.
Like, is this really like what we supposed to spend on?
Right on this because it can go to many other things, man. And back to my point with the Tekashi shit, why he reminds me of my trap house days, is because you can make so much money and you can live so uncomfortable. That means I can't walk the streets and I couldn't leave my house.
Man, we were
nervous. I couldn't just be a pedestrian anymore or a civilian. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't. Like I was out of that realm. So when you start talking about sleeping comfortable at night and making X amount of man, I just want to sleep comfortable. I don't care about the money no more. Like, money doesn't really move me in the fashion that it'll move everybody else, man.
Keyword, no more. Like I said,
because
there was a point in time.
Everybody got to learn those lessons.
Right. No, and that's what I'm saying. You have to give these young cats that time to learn that lesson. Like, they're coming from the hood, and you had your phase where you came from the hood and was like, okay, yeah,
they're dying out. They're dropping out here.
You didn't think about that when you first started.
Oh no, I lost friends.
Exactly. I say you didn't think about that when you first started. You were thinking about your grind, just like that's what these young dudes are now. So I'm saying when they get your age now, shit, I'm pretty sure they'll start looking back to it's not worth it.
I was saying that Big Mensa was now, this is his, I'm coming back. I'm a little bit wise, a little bit older, and this is what I want to spit on.
I'm not okay. So playing devil's advocate. Yeah. You're right about that, and I'm not. He's actually not wrong about what he picked the wrong.
Yeah, he did say that.
He picked the wrong platform.
Now remember, when I asked you in the before we start shooting. What about, as far as his perspective, I guess what his statement was like, if I knew moms was right there in the crowd.
Yeah, but
how you feel, go ahead.
Why shit on a dead man to begin with? Like, why would you, it doesn't matter if his mom was in the crowd or not. She's at home watching, right? Yeah. So would I go on TV and say, you know what, Trayvon Martin, you should have fucking went home that night and not worried about no Skittles, and if I put a Trayvon bar, like, if Trayvon was worried about Skittles and niggas would be, come on now. How y'all looking at me right now? If I talk about Tamir Rice and I tell y'all, well, you shouldn't have been playing with the gun in the park. You should have been at home playing PlayStation. You feel me? Like, and I went into.
Got my blood boiling.
You see what I'm saying? Like, thank you, man. Like, because I would never. Like, it's fun when you troll people alive. It's fun when I troll people on the internet. Yeah. But I guarantee you right now, one of y'all niggas, I'll be at home crying.
I'm not gonna be like, two things, right? Number one, of course, pushing that envelope, crossing that line is gonna make more money. So again, if you're after more money, then you're after more money. Now, two, everybody's limit isn't your limit.
Why is everybody?
There's somebody, huh?
Why is everybody mad? Because he's doing the Kanye rollout.
I'm not a fan of any.
No, like I think that's a trend, right? That's a trend, and that's why my man's just gonna say something crazy.
Well, when you only sell
something crazy,
you only sell like 7.
When
you drop an album, you only sell 7,000 the first week, and you're a mainstream nigga. Like, fuck Vic Mensa.
Have you ever heard of him before?
Fuck everything he stands for.
I watch everything. I watch no disrespect to Vic Mensa.
I watch that. I have shit on him now.
I watched 5 minutes ago when he said
fuck that. I'm going back. I'm a Gemini. I get the right to do that shit. So. We're switching off of that now, and we're gonna wrap it up. But I want to go into my last rant.
The question is, does Vince Mensa have powers, alien powers?
What's your last rant?
No. Before he goes into rant,
fuck Vic Mensa. We're over here.
I want to know if Trey believes that Vic Mensa has the same powers as that little girl.
Oh, it's
from the Drake girl.
Hey, we're gonna take him to the X-Files, man. So
what's up with the powers, Trey?
I don't think he has the powers. So
let Trey answer, because Trey's the one who brought it up.
Let me set it up because Pat doesn't realize what happened. So SpaceX keeps having these fucking launches at night, right? And I'm trying to figure out what in the fuck are they doing, because NASA always launched during the daytime. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Did NASA not launch at like noon, like 1 or
early morning?
Sometimes 10s
to keep temperature, I'm sure.
Right. What the fuck is up?
Maybe they're trying something.
What the fuck is up with SpaceX shooting these fucking rockets at night, quote unquote, and it turns into these weird fucking bubbles that looks like what is that? Interstellar.
I think there's probably a good explanation that we looked it up.
All right, so I said this a while ago.
We don't need info here. This is Planet Pert podcast. It's conspiracy theories.
I said this a while ago that like once we started privatizing the space program, right? Certain things we were becoming aware, because it only takes one person to say that they're aliens, right?
I hear
one person, and there only has to be one live broadcast that says that they're here.
Okay. Hey, what about Westworld, sir?
I mean, like, I haven't been probed or anything like that, but I believe that I hung out with aliens. How are there people who honestly are really, really good at certain things?
Okay.
Autism.
See, and I don't think that it's just autism, right? So, like, if you really want me to go into my bag, there was the gene splicing thing that they all say that we've all been through.
Okay.
All right? And so they introduced within our indigenous animal DNA, they introduced the DNA that they say, right? And so because of that, they say that we are all different, right? We're all, the reason why we're all different, look different, is because we're all spliced from different animals and whatnot. So what do you really think is an alien? Is it an alien just somebody who doesn't look like you? Or is it an alien with powers?
Now let me ask you this: why do we say someone has power just because they're better? Like, is it because why do I have to compare? Like if I'm not a rapper and he is a rapper and I'm looking at him, he has rap skills. He must be an alien because I don't.
Because they
what if we were both rappers and now he's just better than me? Because now all of a sudden the playing field is a little bit easier. He's just that much better than me. Versus if I never rapped and then he raps, now all of a sudden I think he's an alien because he's so much greater.
Perfect example.
So what fits so much greater to make you
perfect example of an alien? LeBron James, they say that dude, from the moment he steps onto a basketball court, has automatic recall. That means his memory from any position on the court, he can tell you every single time that he was in that one position.
But every major quarterback. I like the way you said that because when I was in my intern and I had to do a sub in a special education class, right? Okay. Autistic kid. He goes from the blocks to the closet. He gets the closet and he tells you every single word from Price is Right from 32 years ago.
Absolutely.
Right? Wow. And when I say every single thing, we're talking about what the contestant said, then what Bob Barker responded to, then what the score was, then how much the price of the catnip was when they had to guess right. So we're talking about
aliens are real and we're all aliens. We just don't know.
Now, don't get me wrong. Yeah, man, if my little boy's an alien.
Yeah, but why hide it?
We just don't know.
Why hide it?
Because we're all dormant, man.
What you see in X-Men? You think that's like this?
I'm an alien.
All right.
White people are aliens. Y'all. White people are aliens.
So here's
we're weird.
Here's the reason.
Y'all like fucking tuna salad and mayonnaise.
So here's my wrap up on everybody being an alien and why we all are just one.
This is our guy.
Well, like, no, because seriously, man, like, if we're all aliens and we're all lying dormant, then all you really need is just like a little mist to drop out from the sky, and then all of a sudden we all change and we all become aliens, bro.
But so my thing is, what's the difference between an alien and us? Like, well, do aliens look at us like aliens?
I'm not into sci-fi shit.
Oh no, man, I'm deep into it. There's like 500.
Well, then why are we trying to go to Mars?
We're actually trying to go past Mars. We're trying to go past Mars.
If you can go to Mars and find like a source of energy and bring it back, you're gonna sell it for like.
Man, why aren't we even?
Everyone goes.
Why aren't we starting
because we want to terraform
7-Eleven or something?
We want to tear. Why do you think they want to terraform Mars?
Because
they want to tear.
There's no sound.
There's nothing there. There's no atmosphere. There's no resources. There's no resource. There's nothing there. There's nothing there but iron. What the fuck do we need iron for? We have enough iron on Earth. So the moon doesn't give us any quality. Yes, that's fine. But if you look at, so the prediction is what? Another 4 or 5 billion years, the sun blows up, kills it, right? But during that time, it's not like 5 billion years, the sun runs out of the hydrogen, collapse on itself, expands out. Like, that's a slow process, buddy.
Can I ask you the most important question of this whole discussion? Would you sleep with a purple chick?
Yes.
3 titties like on Total Recall.
Avatar?
Does he have 3 titties like on Total Recall?
What is the color to where you might go, no, I'm cool?
I don't think I have color.
Because green would make me go
Dookie green. Like no, not like Guardian of the Galaxy green. I'm talking about like turd green.
No, turd green.
Like baby shit green.
Is she thick enough, man?
No, I'm just trying to be real, like, cause like that's my whole thing. The whole thing about aliens that scares me is that somebody tries to touch me with a tentacle.
But they do exist. They do.
What if the tentacle was a nerve agent and it made your sensation of sex?
Exactly. What if that?
Alright, this is getting too far.
No, he looked me in my eye when he said that.
We're talking about fucking aliens.
We're not talking about fucking aliens. We're talking about the possibility. We're talking about the possibility of, man. And I'll wrap it up, man. But as somebody who's like there's so many super Earths out there. There's so many different. Yeah, there's so many. There's like the size of fucking Jupiter, but there.
I got you.
Yeah, there's so many different worlds out there, man. That's unmarked, unexplained. Like I think the possibility of having aliens. I don't know why the government hides it from us and why they're going through this whole SpaceX. I think we're at the point in technology and the boom, and right before what's my guy Stephen
Elon Musk seen them alien?
No, but right before Steve,
what do you think
the
would happen
astronauts
if the government just said, all right, we're just gonna throw an alien out there? What do you think the world's gonna do?
But what do you wait till it's too late till they pull the fuck up?
What you mean, pull? Why do you think they pulling up in the movie like they do in the movie? Like who said they came to destroy us?
They've been here already.
Okay, so if they haven't killed us yet, what do you think they want to kill us?
They've been here already. They've been here for thousands of years.
Okay.
So
what I'm saying is you're saying like, I don't know why the government doesn't.
Okay, y'all.
I'm saying
everybody
what
thinking crazy,
the government
right?
does? It's going to be a mass.
Let me go into the end of
That's why.
Let me go into the end of my rant that wraps it up already. Why
don't you bombing airports?
Why it won't be a mass hysteria?
Right. Isn't that the same thing, Trey?
So isn't your dad's African, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Nigerian,
right? Okay. Let me no. Y'all stick to the plan, man. And so the Dogon tribe back in Africa, right?
Got you.
Sirius in Orion's belt.
Got you.
They basically said that lizard men came to visit 2,000 years ago.
I heard that.
Okay. They said that it was a habitable planet within that galaxy, right?
Got you.
There's actually 3. They knew that.
Hey,
No. Let me.
What if that was high?
They could have been, but let me get my story off. That for 2,000 years they were high. Because that story went down and down and down and down, and they still tell that story to this day. And people laughed at them. They had no telescopes. They had no way of knowing. The only way, but there's proof of this because you can look into the stars and you can see it. We can't ever prove. There's no proof that Jesus ever existed on Earth. I don't want to go into religious bag.
Right, but I mean,
I just don't want to do that.
I don't want to see certain stars in the sky that the things that it means is true.
Nigga,
it's 3. It's the stories behind
3 habitable planets.
Where at? You seen them?
In Sirius, in Orion's belt.
You seen them? You see the planets, or did you just see the stars?
We don't need to see the planets when they're. Why do I need to?
You just
the information and the data is out there. If you want to go see, want to go see it,
right?
See, we can't not believe. We
We
can't not believe.
We gotta put in links.
Yeah, but we
gotta put in links.
That's fine. I'm not making this up, but we could put the information out there.
I want to see that.
What I think is amazing about the whole shit is that the fact that they're able to point to there. We could point anywhere in that sky, and there's a percentage and a chance that you find no planets in that particular area, right? 3 planets, man. Do I believe these lizard men came? What the fuck do these naked ass Africans out there, crip walking naked, have to lie to us about? And I believe they were so in tune with the earth.
But let me ask
and
you this.
we're so confined to our boxes. We're confined to our boxes, right? We're confined to our boxes. We're confined to our boxes that we don't even allow our mind to explore beyond what we ever believe. None of this shit means nothing to me.
Think those stories have
None of this shit means nothing to me.
Before it got here, like the original version of what they saw and then passed down so many years got watched differently, just like you. Not when you could
point up to the.
But bro, I'm talking about when you can point and see a star. What I'm saying is the meaning of the star you're pointing at. That meaning could have changed several years before it got here, from when they first saw it. The lizard man story could have really meant something else, or could have did this, or could have did that. Prior, all the way down millions and millions of years. By the time it got to us,
they're in the Bible.
Look at you, man. But you just said I want
to spin off.
So why would you bring up the Bible? You just said
like
they're in the Bible.
I still say that LeBron James.
But you just said there was no proof.
I'm telling you about.
But you just talked about no proof, son.
They're in the Bible.
9 times out of 10 an alien.
Okay.
There's no proof that Jesus ever existed.
He's in the Bible.
I know, but I'm just telling you, if y'all want to go back,
you can't use the Bible when you want to.
If y'all want to go back into if y'all want to go back into your religious shit and believe that, I'm just telling you.
You ain't even gotta go. It's just common sense.
They're in the Bible.
We'll get religion another.
Can I tell you something?
We can do that another, but just
all right.
Right now.
No, Trey. We're too in, man.
Men in Black showed us
facts.
Everything that I would believe. Facts.
All right, you know what? You
Space Jam did too. Space Jam did too. Argue me, fight me.
So that just ends the Men in Black. That ends the Men in Black statement, and we can talk about it some other time.
All right, man. I'm done. We're done. I didn't get to my rant, my weekly rant. Fuck that. We'll get to that next time, man. Next time, y'all tune in next time, man, because I actually want to talk about an interesting topic that I want me and D to go back on.
We went to Lizard Men.
I know, but we did go from Park to Lizard Men because they're all the same. Because that's what we're gonna. You know what? We're not. No.
The lizard known as Pac episode.
But what I'm telling you is, man, next week y'all tune in because I actually want to have an interesting conversation that T-Pain kind of brought up, talking about black businesses. Ooh. And I want to go into that because I actually talked to one of my pro-black brothers in Oakland, and
I like this.
He actually punched me in the
Texas Sea.
Yeah, he punched me in the chest with a point that I was going to make in defense to what, because we're gonna go, and he was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna save it for next week." Man, y'all tune the fucking
ball is hot.
Yo, shout out to the next heavyweight champion.
USA in this hole.
I got you, bro.
USA in this hole.
USA in this hole, man. I swear to God, man.
Get Texas on the next podcast.
Well, he's gonna be down in December. He told me he'll be down in December. He actually wanted to join.
We're a phone call away, man. He's 4 hours.
We could plug in with the Ox, but I don't want to plug nobody. I want.
You gotta be in the room.
We got him, man. But
so everybody who keeps on asking, man, there is a waiting list if y'all haven't realized, man. But like for everybody who wants to be on, man, keep listening. Figure out how you want to fit in.
And it's past Patty bedtime, so we're gonna let him get home. I can't.
I need to go pay my teddy bear.
USA.
I can't wait till you get married, boy. Ooh.
USA.
All right. Thank you guys for coming out. God bless.
See y'all next week. USA.
I can't wait for you to get married, Patty. It's over with for you, man.